Blog Talk Radio.
Are you ready to take a bite out of the competition? Are you looking for ideas to make your business better? Welcome to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet,
sponsored by Apple Capital Group.
At the core of every successful business, you'll find people making a difference. And with each episode of the Core Business Show, we talk with those people, examine those ideas, and explore the strategies that make them special. Now, the host of the Core Business Show, Tim Jacquet.
Google for Entrepreneurs is our umbrella effort of all of Google's programs and partnerships that support startups and entrepreneurs around the world. Today we have roughly 50 different efforts live in over 30 countries around the world. On the partnership front, we work with an amazing organization called Startup Weekends. They're a team that puts on these 54-hour weekend events. They hack throughout the weekend and launch companies on Sunday night. One of my favorite programs is called Jagriti Yatra, and it's a train ride across rural India with about 400 really energized youth and mentors. They discuss and they iterate and they get off really inspired and ready to go out there and implement that idea. Women Entrepreneurs on the Web is a program to get female entrepreneurs onto the web to help build and market and then scale their businesses.
It's a great place to get ideas, great place to network with women who are pursuing their passion.
We're really excited about a number of programs across the Middle East and North Africa. With our local office in Tel Aviv, we're seeing a lot of opportunities for technology and entrepreneurship, like hackathons with both Palestinian and Israeli youth, for example. Campus London is one of our most exciting initiatives.
It's a 7-story building filled with startups where startups can get workspace, access events, mentorship, all under one roof.
Having an environment like this, you have specialists in each field.
I would never have had the chance to meet people who are developers, who are designers. There isn't anywhere else where you can do this.
There's a huge opportunity to continue to make an impact, to scale this work, and we really want to empower the next generation of entrepreneurs and startups to be successful.
Good morning. Welcome to another episode of the Core Business Show. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host. Thank you all for listening. Today, we're going to have a conversation with Google. Google has some wonderful apps I think you really need to take a look at for a small business. The cost is very little as all, but if you look at the initiative itself, it really helps grow businesses as a whole. And you can look at Google for Entrepreneurs. You can type that into Google and have a lot of things for you kind of there as a small business. For example, I'm going to have this up a few minutes ago, but Google for Entrepreneurs. It's like Startup America, but it's Google version of Startup America, but also it kind of talk about their particular apps that really is geared to helping small business to succeed. And they have weeks all through the country that's like Startup America, and they have incentives, they have programs that if you're a small business, it's worth to get to know. It's worth to find out how things normally will work. They have Startup Weekend. They have Women 2.0. They have a London campus, Women on the Web, Entrepreneur Week. They have Google Studio, New Me Accelerator, Start with Google. They have another co-working called 1870. On and on, endless initiatives to get people going internationally. It's just not a U.S. type of product, but it's actually some apps and applications and free resources that you can use to grow your business. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a short station break, and we're going to play a clip from an interview that I've done with Google about a couple months ago, and you can learn a little bit more about how their initiative work. Bear with me a second. You're listening to the Core Business Show. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host. Be back in one moment.
You're listening to the Core Business Show, sponsored by Apple Capital Group. Apple Capital Group in Jacksonville, Florida, is a commercial lender that specializes in asset-based loans, equipment leasing and financing, invoice financing, commercial real estate loans, and asset-based financing in the U.S. and Canada. Apple Capital Group is a direct lender that lends on their private equity investment portfolio. 90% of most loans are decided within 2 hours, and vendor funding within 24 hours after documents are completed with a one-page application. No slow no's, just a quick decision and a fast yes. To get more information about lending from Apple Capital Group, call 866-611-7457. That's 866-611-7457 to speak with one of our loan specialists. Or visit us right now at applecapitalgroup.com. Welcome back to the Core. Once again, here's Tim Jacquet.
Welcome back to the Core again. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host. We are going to listen to an interview I've actually conducted about a couple months ago when this initiative was started by Google for Entrepreneurs. We're going to take another short break and come back with the interview. Let's see, while we do that, they're trying to load up the file with some technical difficulties, if you don't mind. Give me a moment. Let's take maybe a 2-minute break, play a song. Just play a song real quick and we'll be back. It's going to be called Blue Skies by Corpus Christi Choir. Then we'll be on the interview. Thank you for listening. Okay, so now we're back with the interview from Google. Please hold on, and we're going to play it. Let's go ahead and roll.
Blog Talk Radio.
Are you ready to take a bite out of the competition? Are you looking for ideas to make your business better? Welcome to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet.
Sponsored by Apple Capital Group.
At the core of every successful business, you'll find people making a difference. And with each episode of the Core Business Show, we talk with those people, examine those ideas, and explore the strategies that make them special. Now, the host of the Core Business Show, Tim Jacquet.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Core Business Show. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host. Today I have the pleasure talking about Google for Entrepreneurs. We have John Lyman. He's with Google, and his position there is Global Entrepreneur Outreach Manager. So we have him online. John, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks for having me.
Okay, great. Thank you. I guess to begin with, thank you for joining the program. Tell us about yourself, if you don't mind, for a couple minutes or so, and then we're going to talk about the initiative from Google.
Sure. So I've been at Google for about 5 years, have joined this team pretty recently, about 3 months ago, and our goal really with this team is to bring together everything that Google has to offer to entrepreneurs all in one place. This is something that we had heard from a lot of entrepreneurs that they wanted. And Google globally was having a lot of interaction with hubs, incubators, accelerators, and we wanted an umbrella team that could look across all of that and really work strategically with those people and reach the entrepreneurship community that I think is really growing worldwide right now.
Well, was this a program to address what's been going on with social outreach for the last couple of years? You had Goldman Sachs, you had American Express come in with these initiatives, and also Startup America. And all of a sudden, I just ran across this about a few days ago because it appeared on my Google. I forget what it's called. You know, when you type in your address bar, and that's when I saw it at the bottom, it was highlighted in blue, and that's when I found out about it. Is this more of like a soft promotion? They're just rolling it out? Because I'm just noticing it's in different cities throughout the country. Well, actually, throughout the world.
Yeah, it is a global program. And it actually is, it's not social or philanthropic. This really is business related for Google. We interact a lot with entrepreneurs around the world, and we really want to help them understand Google. We do have a variety of partners. You mentioned Startup America. They're one of our strongest partners. We work closely with them. We also work with Startup Weekend. It's a great partner. They host 54-hour events around the world where people come together and create products, form teams, and launch at the end of the weekend. So it's really entrepreneurship in action. So for us, it's a lot about just helping entrepreneurs understand Google and working with our products and our teams so that they can be as strong as they can and grow their businesses with our help.
With this particular project itself, can you tell us about the programs that's been offered?
Yeah, so we like to say that we do three things. We do programs, partnerships, and products. So from a partnership perspective, I mentioned Startup America, Startup Weekend. We have another great partner that we just announced this week called Women 2.0. They have networking events for women founders in technology around the world. So women can go to those events and meet other women in the industry and help grow their businesses that way. From a program perspective, we put on our own programming. We do what are called Google for Entrepreneur Days. So we will go to a local community. We've done San Diego and Nashville so far, and we're going to continue to grow that and gather entrepreneurs from those communities all in one place and talk to them about how to grow a business, bring in our own entrepreneurs. Google's a very entrepreneurial company. We acquire a lot of companies, and over 2/3 of the founders that have come to work for Google are still there. So it's in our DNA, and we can bring those people to these events and have them talk to entrepreneurs. And then third is products. So if you go to our webpage, which is google.com/entrepreneurs, you can see all the resources and Google products that we offer to entrepreneurs all in one place.
On the programs, give us a snapshot on some of these events that's held throughout the world, Google for Entrepreneur Week. Give us a sense of can they register for the event, and what can they expect when they go to one of your events?
Yeah, so you can go to our home, or you can go to our website again and look at our events page and see all the events listed there. Some of those are ours, some of them are partners. And we are really excited about the first annual Google for Entrepreneurs Week, which is going on right now. Google turned 14 this week, so we're doing that partially.
Congratulations.
In celebration of that. Thank you. So we ended up with over 30 in more than 20 offices in 13 countries. The response was overwhelming among Googlers who we reached out to globally and asked, would you be willing to host an event for entrepreneurs in your community? They take a range of formats. Some of them are a couple hours long. It might be a panel discussion, including some local entrepreneurs. Some of them are day-long sessions where you can come in and learn more about Google products and tips on how to grow your business. So they really take a variety of forms globally, but we're really excited that this has been great. We think we're going to get to more than 3,000 entrepreneurs globally this week.
Wow. So at the end of this particular process, after walking away from one of your events, what would the person actually leave with total?
Yeah, well, hopefully a better understanding of a few things. So Google products, number one. Number two, the local community itself. Hopefully they've made some connections there that they didn't have before. And then also a really specific understanding of what Google has to offer to entrepreneurs. So, for example, through Startup America right now, we've got a deal in place where if you register for Startup America, you yourself are a startup, you register through them, which is free to do, and you spend $1,000 on Google AdWords, we'll give you $1,000 in AdWords credit. So this is a great deal. It's essentially $1,000 free, and we want to make sure that we're educating people so that they know about that and can go out and do it.
Any other programs, solutions that Google is offering to help entrepreneurs out?
Yeah, I mean, again, if you go to the website, you can see all of it.
Okay.
But we've got a great, I think, offering for a lot of small businesses. So Google Apps, which is word processing, spreadsheet product, if you've got fewer than days, you can get a great rate. In fact, I believe it's free for the first 50 employees. So things like that are really good for small businesses, and they can use those to help grow their companies.
Okay. Anything else you would like to leave us with regarding Google's program?
We're really excited. We want to get to as many entrepreneurs as we can. Please follow us on Google Plus and go to our website, google.com/entrepreneurs.
Wow. I have a question right here for Google Plus. Okay, actually, we just answered that. But that's fine. Within the Google Plus solution itself, is it the same thing as getting it's just like Facebook, but your particular version of it? I think he was asking, is there anything that you can do to help with SEO and trying to integrate that with the Google Plus? It's a long paragraph. I'm sorry.
Not a problem. So, yeah, Google Plus is a social network, but we also actually like to think it's more than that. It's really the glue that holds together a lot of Google products. So if you're using Gmail and Google Calendar, you can see the Google Plus page as well. And eventually we want this to be able to link a lot of our different products together. So yeah, it's a really exciting project for us and growing very fast. We're really happy with it.
Okay. So you should have a Google Plus page, if nothing else.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We
Well,
strongly
really
recommend that for all entrepreneurs and small businesses.
Great. And again, go to the Entrepreneur website, Google's for Entrepreneurs. Take a look at the programs.
Yes, please do.
Okay. And also, I think for your solution products, where do they go to take a look at some of the solutions that Google offers?
Yeah, so it's google.com/entrepreneurs, and then you'll see across the top of the page a few different options to click on, and resources is what you want to click on there.
Resources. Perfect.
Yep.
Well, John, thank you for coming onto the program.
Great. Thanks so much, Tim.
Okay. Take care.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye. Again, it's been another production of the Core Business Show. Thank you all for listening, and download this episode on iTunes or Blog Talk Radio. Everybody have a great day. Take care.
Google for Entrepreneurs is our umbrella effort of all of Google's programs and partnerships that support startups and entrepreneurs around the world. Today we have roughly 50 different efforts live in over 30 countries around the world. On the partnership front, we work with an amazing organization called Startup Weekend. They're a team that puts on 64-hour weekend events. They pass throughout the weekend and launch companies on Sunday night. One of my favorite programs is called Jagriti Yatra, and it's a train ride across rural India with about 400 really energized youth and mentors. They discuss and they iterate and they get off really inspired and ready to go out there and implement that idea. Women Entrepreneurs on the Web is a program to get female entrepreneurs onto the web to help build and market and then scale their businesses.
It's a great place to get ideas, great place to network with women who are pursuing their passion.
We're really excited about a number of programs across the Middle East and North Africa. With our local office in Tel Aviv, we're seeing a lot of opportunity for technology and entrepreneurship, like hackathons with both Palestinian and Israeli youth, for example. Campus London is one of our most exciting initiatives.
It's a 7-story building filled with startups where startups can get workspace, access events, mentorship, all under one roof.
Having an environment like this, you have specialists in each field.
I would never have had the chance to meet people who are developers, who are designers. There isn't anywhere else where you can do this.
There's a huge opportunity to continue to make an impact, to scale this work, and we really want to empower the next generation of entrepreneurs and startups to be successful.
Thank you for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet. For a free quote on equipment leasing and financing, visit our website, applecapitalgroup.com. That's applecapitalgroup.com. And fill out the information to receive your free quote. We hope you'll join us for our next episode. And remember, you can always get to the core via iTunes. You'll find all our previous episodes there. Thanks again for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet.